Hey guys, what's going on? Jake here with Jake's Trains, and today we have ourselves another product review. So today we are doing a review on the Bridgelinedesigns ESU cab control stand and charger. So just a couple things. Now I don't know about you guys that have the ESU cab control, but mine is constantly warning me that it's dead. It's only probably got about like a good 2-hour long charge on it, and then it constantly has to pretty much live on it. And that's even with keeping the light and everything or the screen off. So I found these guys on Facebook. I will leave a link for them down in the description. You can either find them on Facebook or email them at bridgelinedesigns@outlook.com. They are out of Pennsylvania. So basically, here is the cab control stand. As you can see, it has ESU written on the bottom, and then right here it's got the little notch out here for your lanyard. And then on the back it's got 3 holes all the way through to mount this, and then on the bottom it has Bridgelinedesigns@outlook.com and a spot for the charging cable. So a couple things you're going to need for this install is 1, your cab control. 2, I'm going to recommend some canopy glue. That way it dries clear, but it is easily removable. It comes with instructions on how to install this. I mean, it's pretty easy. There's 2 different ways you can install it. One with drilling a hole through, and then you can run your cord through the fascia, or another one with the cord coming out the bottom. And then on the back it has a little diagram if you decide to have the cord come out the bottom where to cut the plug. And then it comes with your stand here. Here's your plug, and the nice thing, it's all 3D printed. Comes with the charging cable here. So on one end it has this end here, which it is magnetic, so it picks up everything. But so this is one end that is magnetic. This is the other end here, the USB 2.0 end. So not only will it plug into the back side of your cab control, but if you have, like, let's say an Apple charger block thing or Samsung, you can use them. Just as a fair warning, if you decide to go with them, make sure that it's in with limitations of the cab control. You don't want to push it past its limit. And then on the very end of the charging cable goes your micro USB plug. So this here is what goes into the bottom of your cab control, and it just, you can see, magnetically connects up here. Really nice. I mean, it's on there. So that's a really nice strong magnet. And it even states here in the instructions that, I mean, it's got a really strong magnet. So a couple other things you're going to need is 3 screws. You're going to need a small Phillips head or flathead screwdriver and a regular screwdriver. That way you can mount everything into the fascia or a leg. Also give the option of using double-sided tape if you want to attach this onto like a tabletop. That way, you know, you're not screwing down into the tabletop, so you use the double-sided tape and then put it onto the back side here. And that's where it says use it that way. It doesn't cause this to move or lift up while you try to take the cab control out due to the magnet. So, all right, let's go ahead and mount this and get this thing charging. Okay, so first things first, I highly recommend deciding which way you want to take this, whether if you want the cord to come through your fascia or leg, or if you want to have it just come out the bottom. I decided I'm going to have it come out the bottom. So when you decide that, you want to take a look at the back side of the paper. You're going to want to nip the end of the cover plate off. That way the cord will actually come out the bottom. If not, it does go all the way flush to the back here, and then you can't do that. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. Okay, as you can see, I took the lanyard off and everything. It was just a lot easier to put this in and mount this all up without it in. Once it's all said and done, I'm going to put the lanyard back on because I'm a klutz and I don't want to drop this. So what they say is put that in and then slide it into the stand here. Just like that. As you can see, it does wiggle around just a little bit, but nothing too bad. It doesn't grip it really tight, and so it also helps protect the sides. That way it doesn't, get all scratched up and everything with it being too tight. So next, after that, what they want you to do, don't lose the plug, is take this end here and put it into the bottom. And just like that. I mean, you can see it kind of sucked it right in, magnet connected, and then pretty much all you're going to want to do is tuck the wire down into that slot there, bring it to the edge, just like that. And then so as you can see here, so if you drilled that hole at the back, then, or into your fascia, then the wire would just sit tight back into there and be all said and done. But since I am going to mount this on the fascia and the leg, and I just want it to come out the bottom, I'll leave it like that. Then you take your plug. There's really only one way it can go. Slide it in there. Now this is a bit of a tight fit. And there you go. So now that's going to lock the charger in there. And so when you take your cab control out, as you can see, it is still attached, but like I said, there's sometimes when you're going to pull it out and it's not going to be attached. So that's where the nice thing is with the canopy glue. Just put a little dab here on the sides and that'll glue it to here. It's still removable, but that way it helps keep it in place. And as you can see here, there's the charging cable there. Nice thing with this, I mean, it is still removable, so if you end up still getting stuff on the magnet at some point in time, it is cleanable. So that's a really nice feature about it. Okay, and then once you find out exactly where you want it, and always make sure wherever you put it that you actually have a height above it. Go ahead and mark your holes, screw them in. I personally recommend pre-drilling the holes first and then tighten all three down. Now there's no specific torque rating or anything like that, but you don't want to go too tight because you don't want to risk cracking it. But go ahead, screw it in. And then once you're done, plug it in, and there you go. She's charging. So really nice, easy install. Nothing really to it. All I have to do is route my cord, and then we will all be all said and done. Alright guys, well now that it's all installed, as you can see, one nice thing I really like about this, on top of everything else, is the fact that everything is still accessible. So you can still access, this button here, or your back button, or your home button here. So that's a really nice feature. Plus you can access the two buttons on this side and your two buttons on this side. I mean, obviously you can access the power button up top and, your throttle there, as well as the entire screen. Your screen's still fully, usable. Be able to turn everything on. So, really nice feature with all that. So, just want to make sure I pointed that out, that everything is still fully accessible. You can access all the buttons, you access the screen. Alright guys, well that should just about do it for this install and review of the ESU cab control stand and charger made by Bridgelinedesigns. I give this product a 5 out of 5. It's a nice cheap option to be able to, you know, hold your cab control. That way you don't have to constantly worry about, you know, dropping it or anything like that. I mean, obviously that is what the point of the lanyard's for, but it also a really nice option to, you know, constantly keep it one place, keep it charged, and still be able to access everything. So I give that a big 5 out of 5. So I'm really glad I got it, and the nice thing about it is it's not even that expensive. So like I was saying before, there's 2 different options. The first one is just a stand. That is $12 plus shipping, and then the one with the charger is $16 plus shipping. So all in all, not a bad price. And like I said, I contacted them, and within 15 minutes they got back to me through Facebook. Now, I mean, it might be a little bit different on email, but I'm sure their response time is still really good. And I just messaged them a couple minutes ago just to verify on prices and stuff like that, and they got right back to me. So really good guys. If you're out by where they are, then they even said you can just stop on by and pick one up from them. Just as a fair warning though, right now, due to weather and COVID, they're a little restricted on the charging cables right now. So they'll hold the product until they can get the charging cable in and then ship it all together. So but all right, well, that should just about do it. If this is your first time coming to my channel and you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button and even that subscribe button. And I really appreciate if you guys would hit that bell icon too. That way you're notified every time I post. So have yourselves a great night, and I will see you guys later.